Today is the day. We're finally going to get this oil change done. I wanted to get it done last week. I can't even fit through. Never mind, I can. So I wanted to get it done last week, but I couldn't because I just didn't have time. Too busy. So I'm sitting at 1345 on the odometer. I wanted to do it right at 1,000, but it's all good. Ain't gonna make too much of a difference. We got our Mobile 1, full synthetic OW20. There's a lot of arguing going on online about which viscosity to use. But I decided just to go by the manual and do the OW20. Got the OEM filter. Of course, you gotta have the OEM filter. And this, I bought on Amazon. I had a jug in here somewhere, or not a jug, a drain pan in here somewhere. At least in my old house I did, but we did move. So I don't believe I have that anymore. I did not think this thing was gonna be so freaking fat when I ordered it off Amazon. I thought it was like a 1 quart jug or drain or whatever you want to call this, but it was not. So we're gonna see if I can fit this bad boy up under the truck, but it only holds 4 quarts, so I'm gonna have to find something to drain this oil into. So I'm gonna pull a trick out of my dad's book here. Go with the carpet underneath. I don't have jacks or jack stands, so we're just gonna see what we can do without that. Hopefully the tires are big enough. That's why you upgrade your tires, guys. So you're sitting a little higher off the ground so you can do your oil changes. And I do got parked on a slight incline, or decline, I should say. So hopefully everything flows out when we drain it. And I don't know if you guys know this, but if you go into the right headlight and look here at one of the mounting points, there's a little truck driving on what looks to be a taco mountain. So that's kind of funny. So I thought I might say that this is not a tutorial on changing your oil. There's plenty of tutorials out there on YouTube if you actually want to change your oil in your Tacoma. This video is just kind of a little update, a little 1,000-mile oil change. We're gonna look through the oil. I mean, there's nothing I can really filter it out with, but we'll kind of see if we see anything crazy, any shavings or something like that, and go from there. I need to clean this out before I throw some oil up in there. Really, I should be cutting my grass right now. As you see, my neighbor, he got a 3rd gen. He has a 23, actually. He drove a 24 not too long ago, and he said, yeah, he understood why I wanted to get this one because just how awesome it drives. But I really should be mowing my yard right now. Look how, well, you can't tell really, but plus it's a mess. Daughter, I don't know where my daughter even gets this crap. She just drags it out here. Garage is a little filthy, so I don't want to hear about that either. We had a couple of friends over last night, so haven't had time to clean up. I have, actually. I've been playing Madden, so that's why I haven't cleaned up yet. And it was too hot to do it earlier anyway. It is so nice right now. Like, it's actually really nice compared to what it was earlier. I don't know what happened. We might have a cold front blowing in, though. So, skid plate underneath. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe? 4 bolts. 4 bolts to get this felt skid plate off. You might have to take your air dam off if you still have it on, though. So, I do not. So, 4 bolts here. And there's our oil filter, I believe. And I just gotta find that drain bolt. By the way, my truck is filthy underneath. I need to go get a wash or something. Been going through that mud, man. Not really, just on the pavement. So I don't know how it's so freaking muddy. I got the filter off. A cool thing I can notice is this little spout here is not allowing the oil to get on the frame, although it's getting pretty close, and it is a little windy, so it might actually, if the wind's blowing, it might actually touch the frame just a bit, but I think it's good. I think that's good. So we're gonna get that filter lubricated and get the new one put on there. Oh, I kind of missed the flow, but you know what? Oil is draining. Jake is helping out as best as he can. Oh, not anymore. He gave up. All right, so oil is draining. New filter's on. We're gonna let that bad boy drain for some minutes, for a couple more minutes, and then put that plug back in, and we will get some of that new beautiful oil put up in there. Still letting her drain a little bit. It's just dripping at this point. I almost want to, because if you could tell, the camera's not kept, there we go. The plug is higher than the actual bottom of the oil pan. So I'm just thinking, like, I wish I could just grab the truck and tip it over so I can get the rest out. I don't know. I mean, I guess Toyota knows what they're doing more than I do. So I'm guessing all the oil is getting out. But who knows? I'm just gonna follow what the book says, man. That's all you can do. What's funny is I've watched a few videos of oil changes on these Tacomas, or just any vehicle, but mainly on the Tacoma, when they take that drain plug off, I mean, oil splattering everywhere. So this thing kind of came in clutch, being not, I guess, lower, I don't know, splash guard. Really, it had splash guard around it, because bro, everyone I seen was making some crazy messes. I've not made one drop of mess, even with the filter. This little spout here, I mean, poured it perfectly. Nothing touched my frame. Nothing has touched the carpet. Nothing has touched the frame over here. I mean, it just came right on out. Like, no splattering, nothing. That's awesome. This is like the easiest oil change I've ever experienced in my life. Well, I lied about not spilling oil because the bucket I was draining the oil into had a hole at the bottom. We didn't know that, did we, Jake? Don't be looking that up either, man. So I realized it when I sat it over here, and I had some drips, so that's not good, but it's all good. Get her cleaned up. Shit heavy as hell, man. So I don't think this is correct, because I just poured a full quart. And look, we're a little over a quart by this measure. Let me put it on the ground and see if it's just uneven or something. Gosh, I put it right up here. Yeah, it's still over. So kind of weird. I don't think I should be trusting this thing at all. Okay, so we got everything done. I got my mark, I think, just about, right even. I'm letting it run for a second. Pull it back out to the front driveway, and then check that level one more time. I think we got her done, guys. I think we did good. All right, so I let her sit overnight, and I just let her run for about 10 minutes. I didn't let her run for 10 minutes, my bad. A few minutes. Let her sit after that for about 10 minutes. Manual says 8. Who cares, honestly? So we're gonna check the oil level and make sure all is good there. Get her back in there. Jesus, why is that so hard, bro? Unless I'm just too short. Can't get leverage on it, bub. Kind of hard to tell, but it's pretty much right in between there. We'll do it a couple more times and make sure we're good here. So you may be wondering why I actually decided to do an oil change at 1,000 miles. The reasoning is, first of all, it was recommended to me by a few Tacoma owners to do that. But not only Tacoma owners, a lot of other manufacturer people recommended that a break-in oil change is pretty necessary. And there's a guy on YouTube called I forget his name, the oil guy or something. I'll put a picture up. And he actually uses science to determine that a break-in oil change is necessary to do on your brand new vehicles. The amount of particles that are in the oil from the engine breaking in is not good, which causes more wear and stuff. And if you leave it in there in that oil, then it's just going to cause more and more wear. So you got to get that stuff out of your oil. Make sure you get some fresh oil in. He recommends doing it, you know, around 1,000, even before. And then he recommends doing it every 5,000 miles from here on out, which is what I'm going to do. I think I'll do it again at 5,000. That way I can get back on 5,000 intervals, and then I can do 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, so on and so forth. There's also the car care nut. He is a master Toyota technician, and he also recommends doing break-in oil changes as well. His page is awesome, full of great information on the Tacoma, as well as a bunch of other Toyotas. So check him out if you want to learn more about your truck and just about the internals of the engine and stuff like that. By the way, he loves these new Tacomas. So if he likes it, he says everything's going to be fine. Which, yes, it's a first year. Things are going to happen. They're not going to go away from these 4-cylinder turbocharged engines. That's just not what's going to happen. So they're here to stay. They're going in 4Runners now. They're going to be going in a lot more vehicles going forward. So should you do an oil change at 1,000 to break in, get rid of the bad particles in your oil, and get rid of that bad stuff that's going to be wearing your engine? Of course, absolutely, you have to. There's not a if you should, you can if you want to. No, you have to do it. Just do it. Get that ease of mind. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. So as always, guys, if you found the video helpful, entertaining, informative, anything, subscribe to the channel for more like this. And yeah, leave a like, and we'll see you on the next one.